Mother, I have just written to him.
To whom?
To my father. I have written to tell him to come here at 4 o'clock this afternoon.
He shall not come here. He shall not cross the threshold of my house.
He must come.
If you're going away with Lord Illingworth, go at once. Go before it kills me, but don't ask me to meet him.
Mother, you don't understand. Nothing in the world would induce me to go away with Lord Illingworth. No, I have written to him to say...
What can you have to say to him?
Can't you guess, Mother, what I have written in this letter?
No.
Mother, surely you can. Think what must be done now, at once.
There is nothing to be done.
I have written to Lord Illingworth to tell him that he must marry you.
What? Marry me?
Mother, the wrong that has been done you must be repaired. Atonement must be made. In a few days you shall be Lord Illingworth's lawful wife. I will insist upon his doing it. He will not dare to refuse.
But Gerald, it is I who refuse. I will not marry Lord Illingworth.
Not marry him, Mother.
I will not marry him.
But you don't understand. It is for your sake I am talking, not for mine. This marriage, this necessary marriage, will not help me, but surely it will be something for you. That you, my mother, should, however late, become the wife of the man who is my father. Will not that be something?
I will not marry him.
Mother, you must.
I will not. What atonement can be made to me? There is no atonement possible. I am disgraced, he is not, that is all. It is the usual history of a man and a woman, as it always happens, and the ending is the ordinary ending. The woman suffers, the man goes free.
Your life, Mother, shall not end like that. The man shall make whatever reparation is possible.
Oh.
It is not enough, it does not wipe out the past, I know that, but at least it makes the future better. Better for you, Mother.
I refuse to marry Lord Illingworth. I'd rather lie in the grave than be George Harford's wife.
Mother! It is to take away the bitterness out of your life, to take away the shadow that lies on your name, that this marriage must take place. It is a duty that you owe, not merely to yourself, but to all other women.
I owe nothing to other women. There is not one of them to help me. There is not one woman in the world to whom I could go for pity, if I would take it. That girl last night, good though she is, fled from the room as though I were a tainted thing. And she was right, I am a tainted thing. But my wrongs are my own, and I will bear them alone. What have women who have not sinned to do with me or I with them? We do not understand each other.
Mother, don't say that.
Why should I not? It is true.
It is not, and I implore you to do what I ask you.
I will not do it!
Don't turn away from me, Mother. Listen. It is only right you should listen, Mother. Surely your religion, the religion that you taught me when I was a boy, Mother, must tell you that I am right. You know it. You feel it.
I do not know it. I do not feel it. Nor will I ever stand before God's altar and ask God's blessing on so hideous a mockery as a marriage between me and George Harford. I will not say the words the church bids us to say. I will not say them. No! Marriage is a sacrament for those who love each other. It is not for such as him or such as me. Gerald, but to save you from the world's sneers and taunts, I've lied to the world. For 20 years, I've lied to the world. I could not tell the world the truth. Who can ever? But not for my own sake will I lie to God. And in God's presence, no, Gerald, no ceremony, church-hallowed or state-made, shall ever bind me to George Harford. It may be that I'm too much bound to him already.
I don't understand you now.
Men don't understand what mothers are. To bear you, I had to look on death. To nurture you, I had to wrestle with it. Death fought with me for you. All women have to fight with death to keep their children. Death, being childless, wants our children from us. Gerald, when you were naked, I clothed you. When you were hungry, I gave you food. When you were cold, I warmed you. If you were sleepless, I walked with you all night long in my arms. If you were fretful, I made songs to soothe you. Night and day, I tended you. No office is too mean, no care too lowly for the thing we women love. And oh, how I loved you. Not Hannah, Samuel Moore. And you needed love, for you were weakly, and only love could have kept you alive. Only love can keep anyone alive. And then you began to grow up, and grew stronger, much stronger, and ran about and wanted playmates, and I felt you'd be happier at school and at home, so I sent you to school and was glad when you wrote me a blotted, boyish scrawl once in a term. You made many friends and went into their houses and were glad with them, and I, knowing my secret, did not dare to follow, but stayed at home, closed the door, shut out the sun. What should I have done in honest households? My past was ever with me, and you thought I didn't care for the pleasant things of life. I tell you, I longed for them. But did not dare to touch them, feeling I had no right. You thought I was happier working amongst the poor. That was my mission. You imagined it was not, but where else was I to go? The sick do not ask if the hand that smooths their pillow is pure, nor the dying care if the lips that touch their brow have known the kiss of sin. It was you I thought of all the time. I gave to them the love you did not need. You thought I spent too much of my time going to church and in church duties, but where else could I turn? God's house is the only house where sinners are made welcome. And you were always in my heart, Gerald, too much in my heart. Although day after day, at morn or evensong, I have knelt in God's house, I have never repented of my sin. How could I? When you, my love for its fruit, you are more to me than innocence. I would rather be your mother, much rather, than have always been pure. Don't you see? Don't you understand? It's my dishonor that's made you so dear to me. It's my disgrace that has bound you so closely to me. It's the price I paid for you. The price of soul and body that makes me love you as I do. Don't ask me to do this horrible thing. Child of my shame. Be still the child of my shame.
Mother, I didn't know you loved me so much as that. I will be a better son to you than I have been. I have no one to love me but you, Mother. I suppose I never did. You and I must never leave each other. But, Mother, I can't help it. You must become my father's wife. You must marry him. It is your duty.
No!
Hester.
No, you shall not.
Hester.
That would be real dishonor. The first
Hester.
you have ever known, real disgrace. The first to touch you. Leave him and come with me.
Hester.
But there are other countries than England with its evil society, a better, a wiser, and less unjust land. The world is wide.
No, not for me. For me, the world is shriveled to a palm's breadth.
It shall not be so.
Where I walk, there are thorns.
We shall find green valleys and fresh waters. If we weep, well, we shall weep together.
Hester.
But don't. You cannot love me at all unless you love her also. You cannot honor me unless she is holier to you.
Hester, what shall I do?
Do you respect the man who's your father?
Respect him. I despise him. Tell me what to do now.
Ask your own heart, and not mine. I never had a mother to save or shame.
He is hard. Let me go away.
Mother, forgive me. I have been to blame.
Oh, don't kiss my hands. They're cold. My heart is cold.
But don't say
Something
that.
has broken
Our
it.
hearts live by being wounded. A pleasure may turn a heart to stone. Riches may make it callous, but sorrow cannot break it. But besides, what sorrows have you now? Why, at this moment, you are more dear to him than ever. Be kind to him.
You are my mother and my father, all in one. I need no second parent. Oh, say something, Mother. Have I but found one love to lose another?
God. Has he found indeed another love?
I have loved him always.
But we are very poor. Poorer than Gerald knows.
Who being loved is poor? No one. I hate my riches. They are a burden. Let him share it with
But
me.
we're disgraced. We rank amongst the outcasts. Gerald is nameless. The sins of the parents should be visited on the children. It is God's law.
I was wrong.
It is God's law.
God's law is only love.
Gerald. Gerald! Gerald. I cannot give you a father, but I have brought you a wife.
I am not worthy either of her or you.
So she comes first. You are worthy. And when you're away, Gerald, with her, think of me sometimes. Don't forget me. You will be happy, Gerald.
You don't think of leaving us. You will come with us.
Mother, you won't leave us.
I might bring shame upon you.
Mother.
Oh, be with us. Be with us.
Mother, for a little then, and if you let me near you, always. Now, leave me. The roses in our garden are in bloom and have no thorns.
Come out to the gardens.
Later on, later on.